that's too grainy for me to see. But that was from August 11th, 1986.
Yeah, it seems right to me.
Let's see.
He was very... Well, because they were going to cancel Remington Steele.
Mm-hmm.
But then as the story goes, when Bond came calling, they're like, oh no, we're going to renew it for another episode. We're going to keep you.
Yeah, that's what I have learned thus far from listening to James Bonding. Is that as well? But I can't. I do not see. At some point, Pierce Brosnan was sexiest man alive on People.
Yes. And it's funny is that once he got the job,
so was Mark Harmon.
Once he got the job, he was very upset with the direction it went.
Well, I mean, and can you blame him? It went downhill pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas Jones.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you you've seen Skyfall though, right?
You know what? I think the only Daniel Craig that I have seen is Live and Let Die. No. God damn it. What am I talking about? The only Craig that I have seen is Casino Royale.
Okay. When you see Skyfall, let me know.
Okay.
Because I don't want to ruin it for you, but
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, you follow the Bond Watch thread.
Yes.
it'll be out there.
So Fork Buddies, if you're when we should be talking about Nietzsche's eternal reoccurrence, I would like to once again point you to Twitter sometime in the next week or so when Jared inevitably watches Skyfall.
That's kind of weird to me that Sean Connery was the sexiest man alive in 1989. He was already pretty old.
The man just won Best Supporting Oscar for The Untouchables and was about to star along Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I should have sent the book to the Marx Brothers.
We named the dog Indiana. Fork Buddies, if you're listening, who did it better, Jason or Jared?
Yeah.
Poll up next week.
Yes, we can do that. There's or you can respond hashtag Jason yes or hashtag Jared yes or let's see. I don't know. How can we complicate things even more? No, we won't do that.
I am going to honestly put up the poll though. Or you next when we're recording this the Monday that. We're recording this on Monday night, so next week is when this episode will come out.
Mm-hmm. Although when you're saying next week is when this episode will come out, is actually the day that it came out.
So on February 11th. So February 11th, when this comes out, I will
look for that poll.
I will put a poll, which I hopefully that the master of the social media will retweet.
Oh yeah,
yes. Who did better?
Just so let's do it again so that they can, they can really get a taste for it. What's a great Connery one to do? What's a great Connery? Henry Jones Jr. That's not a great one. Don't judge me by that.
There are no mulligans, dude.
Ah, damn it.
Do it one more time because I'm still thinking of a good line.
Let me. Okay, I'm just gonna do a Sean Connery impersonation with just doing something not from a film. This is Sean Connery doing a classic tongue twister. She sells by the seashore.
Very nice. I am going to once again repeat my line from Last Crusade. We named the dog Indiana. You gave the book to Marcus Brody?
That man got lost in his own museum.
I don't know that, Dad.
That was a pretty good Harrison Ford. That was a very good vexed Harrison Ford. Yes.
He'll go in. He'll blend in. By chance, he's got the grail already.
You were named after the dog?
That's a good one. John Rhys Davies.
Yep.
Yes.
Sala.
Yes. Or as Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Or as, I don't know.
He's in Living Daylights.
He is.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of people in Living Daylights who end up in pretty good stuff.
Yes.
But anyway.
Where were we? We were talking about The Good Place?
Yes, we were. That's the good segue. I see what you did there.
All right. So we learn.
Let me just cut to the chase.
Yes.
You two, you got it bad for each other.
I'd forgotten about
He's
this.
just a friend. What am I saying? He's not even a friend. He's just a weird teacher that I hate. Dude, I do not want to watch Cannonball Run 2 right now. All right, what happened in the first one, so I'm all caught up?
I don't know what's going to happen to us, but I need to tell you something. I love you. And you don't need to respond, because I know you have trouble saying how you feel.
I love you too.
Very funny, but that's obviously not real.
Oh, that's real, baby. That's real nasty. Yeah, this was like the 6th time you guys were here. I saw you getting sexy the previous 3 times, so I cut a little hole in the wall so I could tape you. Call it my looking hole.
Mindy, you pervert! How many times have Chidi and I slept together?
8 different days, but like 20 different sessions.
How many times did we say that stuff?
Oh, only once. Oh, God, I hated it. It, like, really killed the vibe for me. See, after I watched the porno I made starring you, I watched you talk about your feelings to cool down. It's like anti-porn.
Oh, he just showed it
I've
again.
only ever said
Okay,
I love you
let me see
to
if I
2
can
men
get
my
it.
entire life.
It's like anti-porn.
No. I am determined to find
Hated it.
out.
It, like, really killed the vibe for me.
Okay, it says Pierce Brosnan's something. Come on, People Magazine cover archive. We can do this. You and me, Google.
So again, while you're Googling that, I suppose we could talk about destiny versus choices.
Yes, sure.
Because it seems to be the theme of this episode as well, is that they do seem to.
Yes. Is it though? It's just not going to happen. I'm going to have to give it up on this one. I will search for this, and mark my words, Fork Buddies, I will likely have forgotten by the next time we record. But this is an interesting point to me, because they, as we learn, of course, we should probably remark that Eleanor has only ever said, I love you to 2 people, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Yes.
and then a guy who looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I wrote that down.
But, okay, so getting back to this, right? Now, getting into the conversation where Mindy talks about how often they have gotten together. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they only said the L word the one time. Mm-hmm. Now, in this discussion of destiny, it seems pretty random, because they don't get together every time. They get together often, mm-hmm. and not always as deeply connected. So let's say there's, this is something that gets explored further. No spoilers. Mm-hmm. But the whole idea of Eleanor and Chidi fated to be, is that a thing? Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on this?
Again, well, sometimes they don't even make it. Michael doesn't allow it to even go far enough to let them even develop a relationship. Mm-hmm. He is conspiring to make sure that they never get together.
Right.
But it always seems in
some way they managed to get together.
Yeah.
And you could argue that they would eventually fall in love if they didn't get rebooted earlier on. Mm-hmm. Because it seems to follow the same path of they do find each other. At least Janet brings them together, because Eleanor is always asking for a guide, and a moral guide, and Janet is always taking her to find Chidi or Chibi or Chili.
But we can get into. I don't know how deeply you want to get into this, but it seems like, so if Michael is the puppet master, he's trying to get them on a path that they want them to, but they continue to make choices, good choices.
Yes.
That moral choices that allow them to get together and meet. I guess it sort of is that argument, destiny versus free will.
Yeah. Which I tend to come down on the side of free will, despite the arguments against it. But they do always seem to get together. I was going to say something witty and I lost it. It's gone. Now whatever it is not going to live up to what I just said when I remember it finally.
Because apparently, if the Bible is to be believed, that eventually we're gonna die.
Oh, that's what it is. It's to blathe. To blathe.
What's to blathe?
True love.
Oh. I see what you did there.
He said to blathe.
To blathe.
He's just mostly dead. he's not completely dead, just mostly dead.
Yes.
Love. Yeah, Miracle Max.
Yes.
Miracle Max.
Love.
Miracle
True
Max
love.
here, yeah. True love. But yes, he didn't. Liar.
I guess so. Again, like, if the Bible is to be believed, we are eventually all leaning towards the apocalypse. We're all going to die.
Well, we're all going to die anyway.
That's right, but apparently we're all, but we're all heading towards one main goal. And they're also heading towards one main goal, and where they end up is determined by their choices. I mean, I guess I don't know where I was going with this other than, like...
You were trying to stick the Bible into a podcast where I've said masturbation no less than 10 times.
That's true. Trying to even things out, man.
Keeping it irreverent, folks.
Yes. Hello, edgy.
Hey-o. Yes, I kind of see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
And they're also kind of to that point.
Take it home, Jared.
That's what the show is doing too. Is that they're balancing out the bad plays and the Mindy St. Clairs and the cynics and all of this with the path of Chidi and Eleanor. They will. It's like Last of the Mohicans. I will find you, or the I don't know. Pick your again fated lovers. Like they will always find each other regardless of what happens, kind of thing. Like Time After Time, or
good one.
What is that? That's the one that with Roddy McDowell. Where it's a time
It's
machine.
not Roddy, it's Malcolm.
Malcolm, thank you. That would have been much more. That would have been a whole different movie if that. Wow, Roddy McDowell and
you damn dirty ape.
Oh boy. But yeah, I actually really like that movie.
I like that movie a lot.
Which has Mary Steenburgen,
Yes.
wife of the great Ted Danson,
With her ex-husband,
Malcolm
McDowell.
who is totally not Roddy McDowell.
With a written and directed by Nicholas Meyer. The man who created 3 good Star Trek movies.
That's right. Yes. Well, so he was the man behind Wrath of Khan, Voyage Home, and what was the other one?
Undiscovered Country.
Oh, okay, that was him too?
Yes.
That's right.
And he wrote and directed probably the best Philip Roth adaptation committed to cinema. Well, second best. That would be The Human Stain. I actually really enjoyed that movie. He wrote it. I don't think he directed it. The first one being Elegy with Ben Kingsley and Penelope Cruz.
Ah.
So, but